Math Day, great day, Math Lead learners. Welcome to Mathematics Lead channel, where we turn your math worry into mastery. I am Jocelyn, and together, let us have fun while learning. So for today, we will discuss about the principal roots and its nature. So for the learning objectives, at the end of the lesson, the student should able to define principal root, describe principal roots and tell whether they are rational or irrational number, and determine whether the square root of a number falls between two numbers. But before we go to the lesson proper, let's have first an engaging activity. So for our engaging activity, which is entitled Compute Me, the instruction is prepare a scientific calculator or digital calculator. I will be giving a radical number and then input it in the calculator and get the result. Are you ready? So let's start. For the first item, so we have the square root of 144. So you may use your calculator to get the square root of 144. If your answer is 12, that is correct. For the second item, square root of 3. So you will use again your calculator to get the square root of 3. The answer is 1.73205080756688. If that is your answer, that's correct. For item number 3, square root of 9 over 25. Use your calculator to get the square root of it. The answer is 3 over 5. So if that is your answer, that is correct. So number 4, square root of 72. Use your calculator to get the square root of 72. So the answer is 8.4852281374238 and that is correct. For item number 5, we have third square root of 169. So use your calculator to get the square root of 169. So if your answer is 13, that is correct. So for our second activity, which is entitled Guess Me, so using the answer on our first activity, we will identify if they are rational or irrational numbers. So the principal root of the number 1 is 12. Is 12 irrational or irrational number? Yes, it is a rational number. For item number 2, 1.73205080756688. Is it rational or irrational? Yes, it is a rational number. For item number 3, we have 3 over 5. Is 3 over 5 a rational or irrational number? Yes, it is a rational number. Number 4 is 8.48522813742385 a rational or irrational? Yes, it is a rational number. Last number, number 5, the principal root of 13. Is it rational or irrational? Correct, it is a rational number. So let's proceed to the activating knowledge. So principal root, so it is defined as the equivalent value of extracting the radical numbers. So for instance, we have here square root of 4 equals 2. The square root of 4 is the radical number and 2 is the principal root. So we can conclude that if we extract the radical number, the resulting value would be the principal root. So get it? So next, principal root can be identified as rational and irrational number. So we should always remember that the rational number can be expressed in the form a over b, where a and b are integers and b is not equal to 0. And it includes a perfect square of a number, while irrational numbers are the number whose decimal representation is neither terminating nor repeating, and it cannot be expressed as a quotient of integers. So to further understand the concept of rational and irrational number, we have here example coming from our activity. So the square root of 144 equals 12, square root of 169 equals 13, and square root of 9 over 25 equals 3 over 5. These are all examples of irrational number, since 12 and 13 is a perfect square, and 3 pip can be expressed in the form of a over b. Next is the example of irrational number, or the square root of 3, which is equal to 1.732050807568, and square root of 72 equals to 8.485281344238. So these are the example of irrational number since they are non-terminating numbers. The last is the developing competencies. It includes activities which help us to boost our knowledge regarding to our lesson. So I named this activity as Compute Me and Guess Me. So it is the combination of our first and second activity. All you need is a scientific calculator and tell whether if the principal root is a rational or irrational number. So are you ready? So let's begin. For item number 1, we have here the square root of 441. So use your calculator to get the square root of 441 and tell whether if it is rational or irrational number. So the answer is 21, and 21 is a rational number. For item number 2, square root of 105. Use your calculator to get the square root of 105 and tell whether if it is rational or irrational number. So the square root of 105 is 10.246950765959, and this is a rational number. Number 3, square root of 121. So use your calculator to get the square root of 121 and tell whether if it is a rational or irrational number. So the answer is 11, and 11 is rational number. The last number is number 4. Square root of 64 over 169. So use your calculator to get the square root of 64 over 169 and tell whether if it is rational or irrational number. So the answer is 8 over 13, and 8 over 13 is a rational number. So that's the end of our lesson. So thank you for listening. I hope you gained learning from me. So thank you.